You know, Reggie Jackson's interviews, I think he did with Al Roker. Forget Cat Williams. Forget Kendrick Lamar. Reggie Jackson got the jewels. And they are hard hidden. Because those are the kind of jewels I like. I get tired of black on black ones because we know that that's what the industry in America with 3Ks loves. But I like it when someone tells it like it was. The real enemies, the real reality. Now Reggie got me all kind of sideways because he's calling former Alabama great head coach Bear Bryant a friend. But you tell me, is this a friend? In his interview with Al Roker back in 1967, when Reggie was the AAA team in Alabama for the A's, Birmingham, and when he was talking about with Willie Mays and everything, and Reggie's close to 80, but his memory sharp, and he's dropping jewels. So this interview, he came out and said that Bear Bryant came up to Charlie Finley, then Oakland A's owner, and him and said, I need an N-word boy so we can compete. Now, Sam Cunningham would play for SC, which predated O.J. Simpson, went there with SC, and they ran all over Alabama, beat them 42-10. And then he showed Bo Showmaker for the Michigan Wolverines. Joe Paterno says I got to get one of them. This is what Bear Bryant said. The legendary Bear Bryant, whose hat and symbol is retired in Alabama, the Crimson Tide. This is what he said. This is what they think about you. The quote Ice Cube. The no Vaseline. That's the diss. This is what they think about you. Now, what threw me off of Reggie is he called Bear Bryant a friend. I don't know if I could ever say that about a white person who would say I need an N boy to run. I don't know if I could say that. But I applaud Reggie for speaking truths out loud, telling it like it is. I know that much. Oh, yeah, and for the record, Reggie Jackson is about the same age as Trump and a couple years younger than Joe Biden. So let me tell you something when you go out here and y'all all adamant about voting for two old white grandpappies, Archie Bunker types who are hateful and gotten over. This is the same era Reggie Jackson came along in. Why does Reggie sound more honest and truthful as opposed to Joe Biden, like we got to get some of those black votes, going out there, Carmella, and work it? Or Donald Trump talking about I done more for black folks. Reggie is sending you a message. You better listen. I knew Bear Bryant's racist behind was a bigot. Just like I think Nick Saban is too. Oh yeah, I'm going in on old Nicky Saban. Because I know good and well he running away because he don't want to see them black boys getting that money. That's what they trying to tell you. They got a problem with you getting well. The boosters used to pay you anyway. But they rather have the slave master colleges who've been pimping off of black folks with the alum and the money coming in and the, TV contracts, which is like tied to penitentiary contracts. And there's tens of millions when you play in toe jam bowl. And if you win 6 games, you're going to generate us money. But you ain't good enough. That's what they tell you. Anyway, Reggie Jackson came out and said that's how Bear Bryant addressed him. And I'm not shocked or surprised. I wish white folks would admit their racism using the N word. We're not going to sit here and play like we don't know you don't say it ain't been a cause. You're going to tell me you good old Christian. You know that this is what has been thrown around. White privilege has been allowed to throw it around. This is why Ron DeSantis and racist trash across the America don't want, and the governor of Virginia, and Abbott in Texas, I can go on. How do you think a young Valentina Gomez, she's only 25 and she's a Missouri rep, How do you think she gets to be so ballsy and bold and say, if you're black and you don't like it, he'll leave the country? And I'm a Trump supporter. How do you think you get to be that bold? Think about it. It's passed like a recipe. And he ain't got to lie on Bear Bryant. No. Because I can smell a bigot from a country mile. I didn't deal with them all my life. And no matter what country I've been in, I've been very aware of them. And that's why reparations, acknowledgement of slavery, etc., is so vital. Because the mindset, even with 64 Civil Rights Acts being passed and the voting rights for black folks, and you could marry who you wanted in 67, Bear Bryant still looked at Reggie and them, and they still had an open segregation policy in the South. They still thought like they thought. That's how they grew up. That's how they thought. And people will sit there and say, well, they were a product of their time. Oh, really? A product of your time is the money and currency. You will make adjustments if you are properly told and it's parsed into law. But you'll sit there and look the other way. And I told you, racism is the pandemic that keeps on giving. So I disagree with Reggie. That was not your friend. But he told the truth, though. They needed one of you to compete. We need to get one of them to compete. And what Bear Bryant said was no different than what Jimmy the Greek said in '88, which got him fired on CBS Sports. But they know what they got to do to win so they can make more money off of you in that field. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another share if you like my piece.